In order to find his equal, an Irishman is forced to talk to God. Yes, Father. The Almighty says, don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
That's right. What's the fucking question tonight? What the hell did this movie have to do with Cloverfield? I don't know. And my other co-host doesn't know either.
Absolutely talk about dog dick. That's what.
We're going to talk about it and figure out if it actually did or didn't have anything to do with what we thought it was going to have to do. Hey, everybody, you are joining us for Watcha Watchin. And we are chilling, getting back, feeling a little inebriated this weekend, watching some movies and talking shit on the internet. Imagine that. Hey, Ma, make me a Hot Pocket. I'm being a badass on Facebook.
Hey, Mom, bring me popcorn. Mom, popcorn.
Popcorn. There's a good thread going on Facebook, and I want to troll the liberals. That's right, everybody. Hi, I'm Reverend Jeff.
I want to control the conservatives.
And that guy over there, he's the Children of the Corn, the legend of the Iowa boy, Mr. Reno Williams.
For those who step out of line, I will smite thee with my corn cob.
Reno Williams, the story continues. Wasn't that a movie? Or is that Remo?
I don't know. Who knows?
I'll never get your last name right. It's like a running gag on the show. I mean, we've been hanging out together for like 4 years now, and I still can't say your last name right. Well, Jesus. I mean, first of all, why don't you get like a properly spelled name? I mean,
are you making fun of my ancestry?
Well, you need a vowel in between the L and the M. I'm not exactly sure what vowel, but any vowel will do.
Willimus.
Well, that's Williams. Willimus.
No.
It's like you got a mouthful of dick.
It's like, you will mess with me, Rev. Fucker.
I love you, man. I really, really do. Hey, speaking of stuff that we like to talk trash about, it's time for Trailer Trash Talk. That's right. That's the part of the show where we talk trash about the trailers. Dude, the Titan. The dude from Avatar is going to get a whole bunch of
into an alien again.
Yeah, is going to evolve into an alien and go live on another world. Wow, didn't we already have this movie? Aren't they already in making a part 2 of that movie? Well, apparently Avatar 2 couldn't come out fast enough, so they had to make Titan. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, what happens when you take the shape of water? Because when he turns into an alien, he's oddly, vaguely fish-like.
Yeah, very femininely nose-slitty.
Because he also looks like one of those fucking Promethean guys. And Avatar, and just put them all into a blender and see what you got.
They're like, okay, well, that's copyrighted. No, we can't have that skin. No, that's copyrighted.
Before you even knew what you had, before you even knew what you had, you patented it, you packaged it, you slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now, damn, you're selling. Damn, you're selling. Well,
didn't even think whether you should before you knew you could.
And that's what I call the rape of the natural world.
That's right. There we go. So,
or Harvey Weinstein.
The world's dying and people have to go to Titan to live, and he's going to be the first man there. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Although this one does. Tom Hardy, he's going to play Venom.
Oh yeah,
I'm kind of down with this. I was never a Venom follower. Like, I didn't read the Venom comic books. I don't really know. I mean, I know the story of Venom coming from outer space. It comes from Spider-Man lore. Blah 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 blah. It has its own thing. Yada yada.
Rev. Right now, Marvel is like the Venom, or not the Venom, the Joker to my Batman. Because I had just established this rule. I'm not seeing another fucking comic book movie.
And then they drop Venom on you.
This. Yeah. And they're like, we're determined for you to break your one rule. I'm like, fucking Christ.
One ring to rule them all. Here's Venom. Oh, shit.
Granted, I'm on the fence about seeing it, but I want to see Venom first before I see it. That's what's going to sell it to me, whether or not what they're taking this character, because we never see Venom in it. We see Eddie Brock, right? But we never see him in the Venom symbiote suit.
There's another trailer that dropped that kind of shows it eating him on, but that's about it.
Right?
Yeah, I'll be real interested to see. I mean, it shows that he's got like superpowers. You know, it's not just like Venom was in the
Although
crappy
there is
Spider-Man
this
movie.
funny meme that's going on that's like a certain time code in this that links to when he's like going ah, and like people comment with that time code and then with a certain phrase like when you step on a Lego ah!
Yeah. When he wakes up in the hospital room, he screams out like he stepped on a Lego. I'm interested. I'm gonna see this one. I don't know if I'll go to the theater. So I might go see the drive-in. It's drive-in time again. It's not freezing freaking cold, so we can go back to the drive-in and watch movies again. Now, last trailer of the night
until October, so
yeah, last trailer of the night. I mean, this was like all three of the trailers combined. This was like the Super Bowl trailer, the pre-drop trailer, and the last trailer, kind of all combined together on this particular reel. And I kind of appreciated that because I got it all. I didn't miss any of it. And the more I see of the trailers, the more I'm wanting to see this movie. I like Ron Howard movies. I like a Star Wars stories movies. Like Rogue One is one of my favorite Star Wars movies. Not a Jedi and a sucker. I'm okay with there not being any Jedi in a Star Wars movie. It's not Jedi Wars, so it doesn't have to have a Jedi in it. It can be around Jedi lore and that type of stuff, but I'm digging this one. I wasn't too sure about the dude going to play Solo, but I don't think I would like anybody playing Solo outside of...
Yeah, that's the main problem, and that's kind of why it's a hard sell for me. The guy they have playing it, he just doesn't come off as Han Solo.
Well, the guy that they got playing Lando doesn't really come off as Lando either. We're going to have to see the movie to really...
We didn't see as much of the Lando guy. He just shows up and says, hi, and that's it. We see a bit more of the guy who plays Han, and in that time when we see him, he doesn't really play him the way we know Han.
And any movie that's got Woody Harrelson in, I'm down with. So
right.
I'm down with Woody. He's my boy.
I think so far I'm giving this a pass until they
see. Like I said,
dissuade me.
I still say that Rogue One's better than a better movie than both The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. I still think
this is not Rogue One so far.
No, it's not. But it's of that. It's not of that. Canon lore. It's of other stories that we've never seen before, and that's what I appreciate. I used to like to read the books that weren't about Jedis, so I'm that asshole. I'm over
also,
the quarter.
Unfortunately, this has a lot more production issues than Rogue One had.
Yeah, so we'll see how old Ronnie Boy was able to sling it together in post. He seems really happy with it. So, they must have reshot a lot of it because I saw an article today that was talking about why they fired the other guys. And they're like, well, they come from animation and skit comedy. I'm like, well, then why did you hire him to do a movie like this in the first place? Dumbass.
Exactly. You ended up wasting more money. And also, you could risk having what happened to Justice League and ending up with this Frankenstein of a movie.
Yeah, that was actually just on. I mean, literally right before Wonder Woman came back on, I was watching the tail end of Justice League. And I thought she was with you. Or was that Dawn of Justice? That was Dawn of Justice. Sorry, yeah, that was Dawn of Justice. But just terrible acting. Just terrible acting. Like in that movie, I want to know where the hell he gets all the power for that bat suit when he's fighting Superman.
I think that's actually armor, not a Iron Man type suit.
Oh, I don't know, dude. There's a lot. He ain't that strong, bro.
Yeah, but that's whatever.
Anyhow, that's a totally different set of stories. Anyhow, let me ask you, man. Hey, what you watch this week?
I've been watching a bunch of horror films.
Yeah, God bless you and your horror films.
Fuck, I'm addicted. I'm jerking off to every horror film out there.
Well, you're 50-50 on this one with the critics.
Fuck the critics.
Yeah, but who cares? They never write anyhow.
Yeah, they never represent the audience. See, as the scores always show, I just love Rotten Tomatoes for how vastly different the audience scores and the critic scores get.
Because the audience score is far more important than what the critics think.
Right.
Are you going to enjoy sitting down with your friends watching this movie? Anything over a 7, I would say you should enjoy it at least.
I don't know if I would enjoy watching this with friends. Well, maybe my friends, because me and my friends are pretty fucked up.
There you go. Zombie friends. You sit around and watch it with zombie friends.
Yeah, exactly. This is definitely one of the Rob Zombie's best films, which, to be fair, I haven't seen his recent work, so I can't judge those films. I kind of haven't seen anything after what was it? The remake of Halloween, which is a shame they never made a sequel to his remake.
I'm not going there. I'm not arguing with you today. I'm not even going to bring up the fact that there is no new Jurassic Park coming out. It was such a shame.
Oh, there is.
No, it got canceled.
No, it's there.
Oh no, it's absolutely canceled.
I'm sorry, people. That Rev is stupid when it comes to movies.
Yeah, there's no new Jurassic Park movie coming out. It is. They canceled it. They decided it was too terrible of an idea. It was stupid. They already had Jeff Goldblum try this in another movie that they had to cancel. And
I heard that Rev is completely stubborn when it comes to good cinema, and he won't admit when I'm right. But anyways, good movie.
Yeah.
Red Devil's Rejects, best of Rob Zombie. And I followed it up with a fucking masterpiece of horror.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the tomato meter gives it 100%.
Yeah, the critics. Yeah, I have to agree with the critics. This tops the original Universal Frankenstein. How they did it, I don't know.
He did the Monster Mash, or is that a different movie?
That's not this movie.
Oh, damn it. Okay, sorry.
You have Boris Karloff in one of the most iconic makeups of all time, doing one of the most iconic performances of all time.
Fire pad, Frankenstein's
this
good.
Kind of brings in more elements from the book that weren't used in the first one, and again, I just love this movie.
Tastes good. Frankenstein need wife.
We belong dead.
I mean, do you really? I mean, you're such a horrible effed up monster. Do you really want somebody to do it again to another human being just so you can have a wife? That's pretty messed up, Frankenstein.
It's Frankenstein's monster, Rev. My gosh.
Well,
such a
okay. Well, why don't we just call him Leroy? Look, Leroy.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. That'll never die.
Long live Leroy.
1941.
Speaking of Leroy, I followed it up with another freaking masterpiece. I was full of wanting to watch masterpieces this week.
Masterpiece theater.
I felt so dirty after watching the film we're spotlighting this week.
God, dude.
I had to cleanse myself.
I did feel somewhat dirty after that too.
That I had to watch this. I recently watched the remake too, but I wanted to. I think I've spoken about the remake already, but I wanted to talk about the original because, my God, we have Lon Chaney Jr. in one of the best werewolf makeups of all time.
Agreed. All hand laid hair, hours in the chair every day.
Not just hand laid hair. The hair was burnt too once applied to him to give a more animalistic look.
Right. Yeah. Hey, get over here. We're not done with this blowtorch yet. There.
And just hearing plenty of stories about how Lon Chaney Jr. had to drink in order to endure the pain. Kind of like what I have to do when I watch this movie.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, not this movie, but the Paradox.
The Paradox that we'll be talking about here in a moment.
There's a paradox. Here's a paradox for you, Rev.
Yeah, what's that?
What you been watching?
Oh, now see, I was watching okay stuff this week.
Not as good as the stuff I've been watching, as you can see here.
Yeah, maybe not, but I was checking out Constantine. The problem I have with Constantine is the sound editing. Like everything but the dialogue is on 12 and the dialogue's on like 3. So you either have to turn on closed captioning and read the movie, or you just have to suffer through the explosions because they really wanted you to know that God didn't like you or the devil was going to get you. I'm not sure which.
So basically like, hey, Rev, what's going on? Kaboom!
Yeah, exactly. It's, yeah, I'd like you to come with me back to the bowling alley because... Right. Michael Bay. Explosions! I mean, it's just one of those movies that's tough to watch. However, there was nobody home, and I was able to crank it up and listen to it on like 11 or 12 or 13, whatever the hell I was listening to it on. It was ridiculous. And finally got through it pretty good. Shia LaBeouf, before he went crazy, was halfway decent in this movie. He didn't go crazy until Transformers money. When he got Transformers money, the Shia LaBeouf went like straight up Looney Tunes, like renting hotel rooms and bugging people in the lobby for cigarettes because he's too drunk.
I think it was like a year or two after he was done with Transformers.
Well, that's what I mean. Once he had all that Transformers money, he was just like out of his freaking mind, dude. I mean, I don't want
he heard that they weren't calling him back to do Transformers 4, and that's what sent him into Looney Tunes territory.
Well, when you're dancing around on Wall Street, in a little Indian circle smoking meth, Star Wars might not, or not Star Wars, but Transformers might not call you back. I followed that one up with another decent movie, man. Will Smith and I, Robot. I like this one. It's a time when I did not murder him. There used to be a company called U.S. Robotics in America, and they were the largest manufacturers of modems in the world. And I dealt with USR for like a very, very long time. So this whole movie felt like almost like being employed trying to deal with a company like USR. It was like, I know you sold 63 billion modems last year, but mine's broken, and I have a 12-month warranty. And they're like, yeah, get in line. They're like, send it in. When we get to it, we'll fix it and send it back. That was their warranty. But what do I do in the meantime? Wait. Not my kind of company. But this was a decent movie. I liked it. It was the whole what's going to happen when robots take over the world. People are going to be mad because they're out of work and ain't no jobs. But truth be told, there's going to be plenty of work, plenty of jobs. Because we're going to need people to fix the robots. We're going to need people to fix the automation. We're going to need people. So there are going to actually be more jobs and better paying jobs than the jobs that we have now. We're just not going to have to clean toilets anymore. We're going to have robots that'll be able to clean the fucking toilets.
There you go.
We're just going to have repair guys that fix the toilet cleaners. So you're not cleaning the toilet anymore, but you're fixing the machine that cleans the toilet. You see how that works? So it's a step up in pay. It's a step up in education. So, it's really not a bad thing that you're going to lose your job to an automated trash truck with robots off the back of it picking up your trash cans, because we're going to teach your kids to fix those things. It's not going to be a bad thing that you're going to lose your job to an automated truck that carries things long haul. Number one, there's always going to be short haul drivers. And number two, people are going to have to fix them things. They're going to break down on the side of the road. You think they're just going to sit there? No, we're going to need a whole crap load of people that are going to be willing to get out in their cars and go out there and fix them automated trucks. So I'm going to punch you in your eye. Shut up. All right.
Sorry, I fell asleep during Rev's tangent on politics and possibilities of the future.
It literally had everything to do with iRobot, dumbass. But
that movie puts me to sleep anyways.
In the end, it's not a bad movie. I don't recognize the chick. She kind of got on my last nerve, but the motorcycle scene was fun. All right. Then, of course, tonight being HBO premiere Saturday night, Wonder Woman came on HBO East earlier on the night. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I like it. I like the movie. I mean, I liked the movie when I went and saw it in the theater.
It's still the best DC movie by far.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that.
I mean the DC universe.
Yeah, I still would. I mean, is Fat Fleck following the Christian Bale Batman line?
No.
Okay, well then I'm so
the Christian Bale line.
I'm so confused then. Anyhow, Wonder Woman was I didn't like the whole plot line of it was just weird. Great action, she's not big enough to be Wonder Woman though. No matter what, y'all are never going to convince me that lady is big enough to be Wonder Woman, because she is.
It's okay, guys. Rev can go in the corner and jerk off to Halloween 3.
It might not be the Wonder Woman that I want, but it is the Wonder Woman that I have.
Can't always have what you want.
And I will support #my Wonder Woman.
Not my Wonder Woman.
In order to find his equal, an Irishman is forced to talk to God. Yes, Father. The Almighty says, don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Just answer the fucking question. And the
Yeah,
question
Rev, answer
is,
the fucking question. Who's watching? Who's watching us?
Question is, who's watching out there in internet lands? Let's
who's watching us while we're telling them about what we're watching?
Who's watching us while we're watching crap that they don't have to watch? Well, look at
saving
that.
them the misery.
Miss Starshine is out there swinging her tool around. Hello there, Starshine.
Oh boy. Over in the Canadian lands.
He is always the man and the place to be.
Of course. He's always there to back us up.
Squatch Box, and I'm sure Christopher might be watching. Who knows? Hello.
Hey, guys. How you doing? You guys better be behaving. Cassie, you better be making sure Christopher's eating his vegetables.
His vegetables. Make the boy eat some spinach. It'll be good for his eyes.
You'll be like Popeye the Sailor Man.
Hey, look, it's...
Oh, God, Rev. Seriously, every time I offer you before the show to take some allergy meds, and you don't take them.
I don't. I'm sure our buddy Kurt Harris is floating around out there somewhere in internet land, as well as Sam Squanch.
Oh, yeah. I know there's an Angela watching. Hello,
Angela. So glad you could join us.
Hello.
There's a growl from the Rev for you. Yeah, there you go. You got to understand, women pay dearly for that. Of course, there's a Dean Cooper.
Oh, fuck you, Dean. Fuck you, Dean. Fuck you, Dean.
He said that you read a book. That's weird. Is that really possible?
Wait, when did I read a book?
I don't know. I forget.
I don't remember reading a book. Oh, yeah. I mentioned that it added scenes in Bride of Frankenstein from the book.
All right. That you mentioned that you actually read a book. Well, you know,
I read the Cliff Notes to Frankenstein, the modern Prometheus.
Exactly. I read the Cliff Notes to I Am Ishmael.
Actually, I didn't read them. I listened to them on YouTube. I never learned to read.
I always watched the movie and flipped through the Cliff Notes so that I could see the differences while it was going on, because they always had those questions on the test. Something from the Cliff Notes is wrong. Something from the movie is on the test. You know, it's just like, well, did you watch the movie or did you read the book? Neither.
Exactly.
Speaking of neither, hey, I don't suggest anybody watch this friggin' crap storm. Look.
This is going to be an interesting one. Shall I?
Cloverleaf Paradox. Cloverfield, sorry. Paradox.
Cloverleaf Paradox. That will be the Asylum ripoff coming.
How do I open my opening thoughts for Cloverfield Paradox?
Yes.
Tell us about the summation of this freak storm of a movie.
The Cloverfield Paradox, the third in the Cloverfield series. Basically about a bunch of astronauts that are trying to, I think, solve a energy crisis using a hadron collider. That's what I think that's what I got out of it.
They're trying to start up an energy source in space to power the Earth.
Because basically it's too, let's be honest, that would be too dangerous to do on Earth, so do it in space. Because in space,
a group of scientific
no one can hear you scream
on a space station attempt to harness a new energy source called the God particle, only to unleash something terrifying.
Right, and in that, they basically, the Earth goes missing on their end, and on the Earth's end, some shit's fucking up the town.
Yeah.
Something sounds familiar on the Earth end. Which the Earth end was basically just thrown in to tie it into the Cloverfield series.
Right, when they left the Earth to go work in space and fix and do this testing, it was only supposed to take 6 months. And in the meantime, people are starving and dying, and there's no power, and there's constant blackouts, and there's threats of war, and all of this is looming as they go into space.
Right. I basically can sum up this movie in one sentence.
Shitty.
Or a couple of steps. Because this movie, there's ingredients to this movie and the recipe to make this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Take life,
Mm-hmm.
put it in the blender, okay? Make sure it's nice and firm in that blender, because life is a nice space horror film. Then take Cloverfield. Just cut off bits of it. You don't want a lot of Cloverfield, but you just want the nice succulent parts. Put that in the blender. Then just blend it all together into a jumbled mess of fuckery. Because that's what this movie felt like.
Honestly, J.J. Abrams failed. I can say it out loud. He fucking failed with this one.
I don't even know how involved he was.
I feel like I understand he didn't write it, but he was the director. He was.
I don't know. He was not the director.
Well, it says J.J. fucking Abrams on the cover of the fucking picture.
He's one of the producers.
Oh, okay. So this is again just
basically
like
this is a case of he helped with the production. Basically, to slap his name on for notoriety.
Yeah, he lent his name to it to get it some fucking money so somebody would make it. That's exactly what he did to it. Jackass. Okay,
then so assholes like us can criticize him for doing that.
Yeah, well, this movie sucked a bunch of donkey dick. I would have rather have seen you sponsor 1,000 bad film festival movies than to make this piece of crap storm.
Honestly, this is the problem with it. It's the same problem that happened with the last Cloverfield movie, 10 Cloverfield Lane. It was a completely different movie at the beginning of it, but through adding scenes in order to make it coincide with their Cloverfield universe, that bogs down the film, and it just makes it tonally confused in this case. Like I'm not sure what it's trying to be. Trying to be a monster movie? Or is it trying to be a prequel to Cloverfield, even though it takes place after Cloverfield? The Cloverfield.
Yeah, and what was with the dude's arm getting like mysteriously cut off and then it came back?
Or is it trying to be a space horror?
To write him a message? I mean, there's some
the rules were not explained at all.
There was some really, really, really weak writing in this. And I don't know what got cut. I don't know what got rewritten. You know,
I looked at a original script to this when this movie was under the title God Particle. There was nothing on Earth in the storyline. It basically all took place in the space station.
So hey guys, I'll tell you what we'll do.
They basically,
hey, I'm gonna take your really good script about a space a space catastrophe movie, and we're gonna piss the name Cloverfield all over it, and we're gonna release it on Netflix and make $1,000. How's that sound?
Yeah. Which the funny thing is, this movie had been completed a while ago, from what I hear. It was just sitting on a shelf because they didn't know what the fuck to do with it.
Yeah, they threw a piece of Cloverfield monster in at the end and then released that bitch.
Yeah, basically, all it is. That's why it's so fucking weird.
I'm almost wondering if this isn't a release like Todd Standing's Discovering Bigfoot. Almost anybody can get a movie. Scale. Yeah, well, not even a blockbuster scale. So they threw some money behind it, but it's still not gigantic. I mean, they're not spending millions in marketing for.
Well, look at the effects. The effects are really polished for something that would have straight to Netflix at least.
I totally agree, but you know, I don't think they could have gotten a release house.
It's just the fact that the story was so crap. I think that they're like, I don't think we can get away with this in theaters. Let's just
too many other good movies to put into theaters. The whole
process of critics berating our film. And just go with the gimmick that, oh, hey, guys, we're airing this trailer during the Super Bowl. This is coming after the Super Bowl.
Oh, God.
You can watch it on Netflix.
Did they actually pay Super Bowl money for a fucking trailer for this? Well, he's in faded La La Land at this point. I'm not sure if he's going to catch up with us or not. Let's give it a moment or two here.
And all I heard was people talking about.
No, I don't know. He's in Lost in Neverland. Lost in Neverland.
Fuck you, Google. Why are you fucking me, Google? Google, you are a guy right now.
3, 2.
Can you see me now?
3, 2. Can you count down from 3, 2, 1 when I hello? Never mind. Anyhow, we're just wasting. We're just pissing in the wind at this point now. We are literally just pissing in the wind. So with that,
yeah, because Google decided to look us straight in the eye and fuck us. Didn't wear a condom. They just fucked us.
They just said, you know what? I think your show is over for the day, and I kind of agree with them. So with that, hey everybody, thanks for coming out and watching Watcha Watchin with us while we talked about Cloverfield. You can find us on Facebook at Watching Vids. YouTube, we're out there. We need like 49 more subscribers before we can name the channel. So
yeah, and 49 before Rev admits that The Lost World is a Jurassic Park movie.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, that was the agreement. Don't you go back on me right now.
Yeah, well, I don't have to worry about anything until that problem is solved, and well, it isn't solved. So
there we go. Rev's fucking me again.
Yeah,
and we
today
haven't
is
even
Saturday.
Really fixing holes. Rev and Cole.
We'll be back Wednesday night with the Squatchers Lounge podcast. 8 o'clock. So we'll see everybody then. Hallelujah. There's a after hangout coming right up.
Oh,
I'll send you the link. Because we are still on the